Right, these are the bobbin sanders. You're not going to need to use them today, but I'll go through it quickly with you just for reference. They are again green coded machines. A few safety features first of all. The first one being if you've got any long hair or any long clothing, make sure that you've either tucked your long hair into the back of your t-shirts or your jumpers or tied it back. Clothing, if you've got any long baggy sleeves, just make sure that they're rolled up out the way. The last thing you want is to get scalped or get your clothing caught in one of these bobbins, okay? Always make sure again that it's square, okay? And that's to the front of the machine itself. Never check it squared to around the side because it's irrelevant. The reason for that is you've got these two black handles underneath that you can adjust, that you undo a bit like the disc sander, and it tips forward. And if you're setting or checking for 90 degrees, it's still going to be 90 degrees even if it's only a little bit out. So make sure it's set to 90 degrees at the front there. If you're wanting to do any angled sanding, you can use the plywood guides as the disc sander. But make sure that you change the finger plate for an elongated plate, not a round plate. Otherwise, you're going to start sanding the back side of the actual finger plate itself. So make sure you drop that one in there before you angle the bed over. Okay. Now, the trick to doing any angled bobbin sanding is that you're working off this front point here at 90 degrees. As soon as you start working your way around to the side here, it starts working its way around to 90 degrees. So if you're not careful, it's going to look like a dog's chewed it because you've got all different angles of sand from that one point. And because you're working on one point of sanding, it's very important that you've got a constant feed speed and pressure. That way you're not going to get a ripple effect from any deviation of your speed or the pressure that you're putting on this bobbin, okay? The on and off switch is just down here at the bottom. Turn it on. As you look down, the machine is traveling clockwise, so you always feed from left to right on the sander. Never right to left, otherwise it can grab hold of your work and whip it out of your hands. And these bobbins are designed so when you're finished, you can actually knee off the machine so both your hands are holding your workpiece. Now, we've got a very, very good safety record in these workshops. In the 13 years that I've been here, we've only really had 2 minor accidents. One of those was on the bandsaw, just a light nick to his thumb. Could have been avoided by using the disc sander. The other one, believe it or not, was on this bobbin sander. And that was, I don't know if you noticed when I turned the machine on, but it oscillates. Okay. The lady had got a large MDF donut ring. She turned the machine on, went to thread her workpiece on. It caught top and bottom of her MDF donut, and it acted as a propeller, smashed the machine to bits, and it badly bruised the back of her hands. And because she'd got rings on as well, the swelling, she had to have all of her rings cut off, which some of them had sentimental value, so she was quite upset about that. But you know, it's quite a bad accident, to be honest, for sanding. So you guys tend to give the bandsaws a healthy respect. Please do the same for the sanders as well. There's nothing worse than having a sanding abrasion on your fingers, especially when you have to go for a shower that evening. It will sting. So please be careful on these sanding machines. Different size bobbin bits as well for you. The smallest one being literally about 10 mil in diameter, the largest one about 50. If you do want a different bobbin bit put on these machines, just get a member of staff to do that because it's a left-handed thread and it's the opposite way you need to undo these bobbins than what you think. And there's a little sleeve inside there, and just to change that one sleeve, I have to break the whole of the machine down just to replace that one sleeve. So it's just for my benefit, I'll actually come and replace the bobbin bits for you on that, okay. The extraction's very poor on here as well. It's down to the design and how you use this bobbin sander, because you need to use full 360 degrees around the bobbin and the diameter of the piping. So if you suffer from anything like asthma or any breathing difficulties, you can get these dust masks from the stores. They're free. Just remember to stretch these yellow bands, give them a bit of a pull before you place them over your face. And they've got a little metal bridge there you squeeze over your nose before you start sanding. That way you're less the risk of choking on any of the MDF dust or timber dust that you could have. As I say, the extraction's not brilliant, but it's better than hand sanding anyway, so it's a get out of jail machine really. The odds are you might only use this once or twice while you're here at uni. Pointers as well, making sure that the extraction's on, set to 90 degrees, or check that it's set to 90 degrees, and also making sure that you've got your hair or any loose clothing out of the way before you turn this machine on.